What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with another episode of Family and Fiance, Season 4, Episode 7, Kiva and Tobias, Crazy Stupid Young Love. Um, but first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Make sure y'all liking the videos so we can stay in the algorithm of things, y'all. Also, tonight I'm gonna be on the Black Girls Den podcast, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Y'all check us out. We're gonna be talking about family and fiance as well as divorced sisters. So it's gonna be dope. Anyway, y'all, so we found out that Kiva and Tobias met at a pool party. They've been together for 16 months before he proposed to her. There were people around them telling them that they were too young to get married. Kiva's 23, Tobias is 22. So they meet with Tracy. Tracy tells them, hey, y'all, you guys are too young to be taking such a huge step. So she tells them, no, she did tell them that they are moving too fast, and that we find out that also Kiva has 9 siblings, and she also, because she has 9 siblings, she had to split, like, I guess, emotional support and all of that in between, like, just trying to get the attention that she needed. Also, Tracy says, I noticed you talk in third person. She tells her that was unusual. And then Kiva was like, yeah, So we move from there, then we talk about, her dynamics. So we find out that Kiva's grandmother was her rock. We also find out that they're having a wedding in May and October. So May is like the justice of the peace deal, and then October is more like the big thing. So we find out that Kiva's mom, Kiona, is coming, her cousin Jerry, her best friend Sierra. I feel like Jerry was the mouthpiece for Miss Kiona. She's a really sweet lady, but I feel like Jerry says things that Miss Kiona wants to say to Kiva. Or she wants to say on behalf of Kiona or whatever. On Tobias' side, it's his mom, dad, and his sister. So we find out everybody's concerns. Tracell, it's not Tracy, it's Tracell. Her concerns is their financial stability, them getting to know each other better, and them including family traditions in their dynamic. The dad wants them to have their finances straight and to put God first. The mom also wants them to put God first, and she encouraged them to have a major fight, just to see, like, can y'all really stick everything out? Can y'all really do this? So Sierra wants them to have their finances in order, and also she wants Kiva to heal from past traumas. Jerry wants Kiva to communicate more with her mom, and that both Kiva and Tobias be ready, for the next step. The mom, she wants them to make decisions together and for Kiva to control her temper. So we get down to the task portion of it. Kiva is looking for a job. This is where Kiva talks to his family and he speaks with Kiva's family. She says she's looking for a job, and the job that she get, it will help take care, towards their debt. Kiva said she will also use the job to pay, the wedding expenses, and she said that the wedding expenses she wanted to be no more than $8,000, which is doable. Anyway, Tobias says that he's not traditional like his parents. Kiva says that she used to be combative, like when she gets upset. I think the families at this point really trying to break down their relationship, but I really think that they may not have everything handled, and that they're gonna need help along the way, but that's like all people. But I think they are somewhat emotionally aware, and they have the wherewithal to navigate in their relationship, if you ask me. It's just my personal opinion. So Kiva felt like her grandmother was accepting of her, and she didn't feel like her mom and dad didn't give her what she needed. And so Tracy says the first thing that's shocking is that Kiva actually went to live with her grandmother for 3 years, and her mom didn't know that that happened. So I assumed her mom thought that she was living with their dad, but the dad had her living with the grandmother, unless he was living with the grandmother as well. I don't know. Tracy tells Kiva that she hears her minimizing. She says she rationalize, minimize, justify, and deny. When she hear those things, when she hear Kiva do those things, she said that sent up a red flag. This is what Tracy said. Tracy also tells Tobias that he accommodates. He's accommodating because he's pretty stable, and she tells Tobias that his stable can't fix Kiva. And I think he wants to be that for her, but she has to do that on her own. And I really thought that this was really neat how Tracy worded all of this. When she talked about rationalize, minimize, justify, and deny. She talked about Kiva's primary childhood attachment and the avoidant. That I want to say it was somebody who was avoidant. Anyway, I think Tobias reminds Kiva of what her grandmother gave to her. And so Tobias is familiar, and I think he reminds her of her grandmother. That's my opinion. I don't know. That's just how I see it. Anyway, Kiva said she was shocked that her mom didn't know she lived with her nana for 3 years. So Kiana said that it wasn't like I dropped you off. She said, you was there. She said that it was her father. She said she was dropped off by her grandmother, by her dad, and it was more on his side than her side. So I'm assuming this how this went. She didn't know she was staying with the dad. The dad, took her to live with the grandmother, and the mom thought because she's with dad that she was in good hands, but she didn't know that, she went to the grandmother. So it was like, I know that her dad and grandmother, pretty much going to take care of her, so I really don't have to worry about it. So Kiva said she felt alone. She said she asked her mom, why didn't she keep her? Her mom said she was learning to be a parent and said her grandparents was babies when they first had her. Kiva said that they're always talking about how young they were and they never... Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh. Bless me. Anyway, she said that, they're always talking about how young they were when they became parents and yada, 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 but nobody's taking accountability. So, her mom says that she ended up blacking out because that wasn't a good time in her life. She had to live with friends so she can be stable for her kids. So I was wondering, where did the rest of the kids stay with the friend, or did the other kids head out somewhere else? You don't get everything, but that's a huge dynamic. That's a lot, y'all. So she felt like Kiva was good with her dad, and I think that's why she did not take Kiva, because she's like, you're in your dad's hands. Your dad is not going to harm you. He's not going to put you in harm's way. But Kiva said her mom was around. It's not like she literally abandoned her. Her mom was there. Her mom was just, where Kiva's school was. I want to say her mom either worked around there or lived somewhere around there, but her mom was still close by. But she just wanted to be able to live with her mom 24/7 rather than living over here. And so Kiva said all she ever wanted was for both her parents to spend time with her. She said it did not matter whether or not, if we were homeless, it didn't matter what the situation was. She just wanted that time with her parents. She wanted, she wanted them to show up for her. So and even with Kiva, there are moments where you see her, she's like, it's okay. And I notice nowadays a lot of people are like that. They're knowing that it's not okay, they have somehow convinced themselves over time that it's fine, and they just don't emote. Like, it's like, unless it really comes out, but they just kind of internalize it, push it in the back, and just kind of keep moving. Like I feel like that is a lot, y'all. That's a lot to just push back. But I get it. You have to do what's best for you. And even though it may not be best, but if most people feel like that this is what's best, I'm gonna keep my sanity, then I'm gonna just push it back, and I'm just gonna move forward. So her mom seemed like a really genuine person. Her mom apologized. She wished she could have given her more, and I really believe her mom. Like, it's just, I don't know what that's like to be a mom. I know what it's like. I mean, let me say this, to be a mom and just not be able to be there. I've been here 24/7. I do remember before my daughter graduated, I was just wanting to check out at this point. Like, I just wanted to check out. And I'm not talking about in a more permanent way. Y'all, please don't get me, I'm not that person. But I just had these moments where I checked out because as a parent and as a person, you give and there is no break, and you have the doctors off. You have to be everything under the hat of being a mom. There are sub things that you have to be under that mother hat. So much so that Erica, Kiwan, came last. And I thought that that's what you had to do. You had to put yourself last in order to put your kids first. And even in my own personal life, like, I put job because I needed a job. I had to go to school, so I just went to school. There was no celebrating going to school. Yeah, I graduated, went out to eat, and that was it. Like, so accomplishments that I had and made, and I made some major accomplishments that I just didn't felt like it was worth celebrating because I had to do what I had to do. Let's hit the next step. But I will say this. My daughter graduated last year, and I think I said this in one of my other videos. I have been about me, like knowing what I want, how I navigate with no apologies, like really, being whatever they needed. But for me, I am 100% solely about me, and they get it. Like, they get it, but I don't make them feel less than. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hard process to learn to navigate from, with them, and then navigating on my own, which I'm still doing. But it's been a good year, and I'm still moving and maneuvering in different places in my life. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to say that. So her mom apologized, and so she said she could have given more. She said that she really loved her mom, and her mom, said the same thing. So we get to the final session. Kiva felt like her mom, her and her mom will move forward. Tracy tells her she's in a fight, freeze, fawn. And fawning is basically managing everything, and she has learned to fawn with everything that she had happening around her with her mom, and she's just learned to kind of fawn. Like, okay, this is good, so I'm here. I'm gonna deal with it. Anyway, so we get to the blessing ceremony. Y'all know this video really fast. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to knock some points out. Everyone gave their blessing. In the conclusion, Kiva and Tobias' connection is really stronger. Her and her mom, they're more open with each other and supportive. Kiva and Tobias had one wedding, and then they just decided to focus on their future. Y'all, again, this was a really good episode. And yeah, tell me what y'all think. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.